what do you think about term limits? I mean, for instance, do you think it was good? And do you think it's good combined with a part-time legislature?
Really, term limits is sauce for the goose. In this particular case, you're dealing with a legislature right now that's getting paid over $100,000 a year in salary and benefits. They're there probably at best 85 days of the year. They're not governed by pureness of Michigan. They're governed by pure profit. And the mindset's not going to change with term limits, in my mind.
Lawmakers are in this just to make money.
I think lawmakers are in this for a career. I don't think it's lobby driven right now, and that's.
But are you saying, in other words, it doesn't make any difference who is in office right now under the present system or for how long? They're going to act the same way, draw the same salary and benefits, and the system is just going to keep going along the way it is, and that's terrible. Is that what you're saying?
I think it's partially that. I think it's twofold. I think with a lot of the deals that are made for putting these lawmakers in place actually goes down to the local parties and the districts where they emanate from. It's kind of a buddy system. I want the good pay and benefits, and then the local system says, well, give us what we want. We'll make sure you're nominated. Nobody else can get in.
I mean, but that's a generalization. There are people in the legislature who came from business backgrounds and who took a salary cut to come here.
Well, I would dispute that, given the fact that in the last election that just took place, Representative Bill Huizinga came out and nominated an individual that the Republican Party had not, and actually the guy was voted out during a primary, and he was also found guilty by a local tax tribunal for invoking an illegal tax scheme, which was on the record, and he still supported it, running as such.
I want to pull you back to the Agema thing. You said he is not a liability for us. Let's just do the political math here. He's getting some bad media right now. You agree with that?
Yes.
That does not make him a liability vis-a-vis advising your movement?
Well, Dave didn't advise us politically in this matter. He had historical research that he did, and he provided it to us through some of his...
But he's appearing in one of your videos. I mean, there he is. I have you standing against the American flag, and after you're done comes on Dave Agema. Have you seen that?
I've not seen that.
Well, it's on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'm not disputing your point on that.
I know. I did see it with my own eyes.
Your glasses look fairly clear.
Yes, they're very good. Okay.
I don't see Dave as a liability. Dave, honestly, if this party ejects Dave from his present position, they're going to shoot themselves in the political foot. More than 60% of the party base is Tea Party conservative and backing Dave Agema.
Where are you getting those numbers?
Last night was an extreme eye-opener. The people there were Republicans and Tea Partiers. I mean, there were county prosecutors in there. We love Dave Agema. I mean, now I don't see.
But that's a pretty small audience.
It's a pretty small audience, but West Michigan, too, where I live, they're very much
for
behind
the sake
them. And
of
that's
argument.
Most of the base right now in the Republican Party.
Let's assume you launch your petition drive, you're rolling along singing a song, and the opponents come out and say Dave Agema has endorsed the part-time legislature. Would you vote for something that he likes?
Well, he's done it. Gary Allen's done it.
But my point is they're going to use him to kill your drive.
Let him try. Honestly, with Dave Agema, Dave proposed it, and none of the lawmakers wanted it. So I'll probably have 110 in the House and 38 in the Senate that don't want it. The remainder of the society is going to definitely want it. Public Radio did Issues in Ale on this, where they actually went out and interviewed people, a whole crowd inside of a bar. How many want to have a part-time legislature? All of them raised their hands.
So
then I got to add to this. They asked, who here is Democrats? They all raised their hands. It's Democrats and Republicans that want this.
So he being associated with the other issue is not going to hurt your issue?
I don't see that, because one, Dave's role in this is very limited, first of all, and then secondly, I don't see Dave, when the facts actually come out, I've seen articles like Justin Amash saying Dave's a liberal, he wants to have expanded government and stuff like that. Well, a part-time legislature is not going to expand government. it's going to detract from it. It's going to detract from it rapidly.
If you had your way, you'd have no government.
No, we need government. There's no question.
Government is not our brothers and sisters' keepers.
Not since the New Deal. According to the Buck Act, which is the dollar bill buck, we were actually declared, the citizens were declared enemies of the government. And that's a federal law. We are considered basically a nation that is represented. You know, a lot of people say we're democracy. No, we're a representative republic. And that's huge. That means we have a corporation that oversees us. And they are our employees. That's, in my mind, never changed.